Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Donax, and today I'm here with Brox, who is an expert in Unchained.
Hey everybody, what's up?
So that's his voice. Today we're gonna go over a replay of me playing Adventure Synchron, of course, against Unchained. And we are taking a look if I could have done something better, if my opponent could have done something better, and we're gonna discuss how the match was.
Yeah, it will be an overall educational experience, we hope.
So I lose the rock paper scissors suit, and he goes first and starts with prosperity. Gotta love to
Yeah,
see. I don't have any hand traps, so looks like we're watching our opponent comboing. He grabs Sharvara, which I think is the only choice there.
uh, what were the other sins?
Imperm,
Yeah, yeah,
Chamber, Troll. I think it's just Troll.
nothing else, nothing else does anything.
And then I think he's gonna set one. Yeah, he sets the Harpy's Feather Duster, Sharvara effect to pop the Duster, which is fine. And he gets the Abominable Chainsaw.
Yeah, this is his only way to play.
Yeah,
Go into Yama and hope.
so Yama 1 to Sharvara, and he grabs Escape, which is the pop, and grabs Arua. And of course, he's gonna Arua pop the trap, summon Arua, effect of the trap, floats into Sarama, Sarama effect, pop Arua, I believe. Yes,
Yes, set escape, Pavaroha.
Arua effect, and floats into the blue dog, link off for rage, then blue dog, pop Sarama, and revive the blue dog, Sarama effect, make another red dog, and link off into the DDD.
Okay, so here we have um the end board. He could have chosen to go for a Griffon line if he, but I'm assuming he chose not to go for it because he didn't have access to the second set, so that makes it worse. This is probably the best thing he could have done, considering his hand.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe blind, he doesn't know that I do not have an out to Griffin right now because Griffin Rage and Escape is just game. But yeah,
No, if he went for the Griffon lock, he wouldn't have had rage. Unless he, of course, instead of escape, he could have said Abominable Chamber.
yeah,
And that end board is Chamber and Griffon, which could have been better, in my opinion.
yeah. And also he would have discarded the talents, and I don't know if you're really comfortable in doing that.
I think I would be, considering Griffon is the last thing you do. The only thing that can get hit there is like by a nib,
Yeah,
and
but
you're
I think
drawing one
I would have
anyway.
dropped it at that point because when I see the two level 60s on board, like you have to pop to drop the rock.
Yeah, of course, of course.
So we draw Supay as Squawker, and we need to understand how to clear this fucking Caesar because that's annoying as fuck. Um, I start with Supay and I discard Stardust. I could have discarded Enchantress, but then I my reasoning here was I want him to figure out stuff on the fly and not plan ahead and keep my intention as obscure as possible. So here I just wanted to get the first negate of Griffin, the DDD, and the other negate would have been to right. And I think he does that. Yeah, he negates that. And I go for Enchantress here because I I assume he's got an Ash. Like, I don't see it, but I assume he's got it. And I don't want this Enchantress to be Ashed. Because if it does, I just lose the game on the spot, right? And I want him to think I only have one right, so he negates that, and I activate the second right, and I can play. So that's what's happening. He doesn't Ash. I don't know why, honestly. I think he always Ash here. Even if
I
you,
think he felt secure negate like with the negate on the right, but yeah, you always sash here.
yeah, I think so, because you're not playing into talents because you already played into talents. So yeah, I don't think there's a reason not to Ash there.
Uh, there's a small reason in that, like, even
Maybe
if the
Thrust?
second right resolves, no, it's like rage, take the token.
Yeah, also that.
Yeah,
So I go with rights. Oh, unrest. Oh yeah, of course. He sets the chamber, I think. Yes, the chamber,
yeah,
but
it's
it's
the
not live
chamber.
this turn.
Mm-hmm.
So I go like, okay, Enchantress think. Wow, I didn't remember him to be that slow. So anyway, I activate rights, and he thinks. Okay, he negates as I predicted, and then I go with the second right. Thank God this negates the activation. So second right has to go through, and I grab the Faithful. I'm still playing around the imperm column, even though I know this is not imperm, but just to be sure. And he goes, okay, he thinks for a minute and a half, I think, and then he thinks. Okay, it takes the token link off into what's called Anguish.
Anguish.
So here I would grab Faithful normally, sorry, Drakobek, but I'm not playing Drakobek in this build. I'm only siding it, so I don't grab it. Um, I use Faithful to grab a monster, and I told him. And again, I don't know why he doesn't Ash here, because like, sure, yeah, I just discard Trail and Special Griffin, normal Jet, and here I don't care what he does. He can pop either of those. I just wanna revive Stardust Synchron and Trail to get to access Synchro Stardust. And he pops Anguish and Jet. Anguish gets back Sarama, which I
Wait,
don't care at all.
this
Yes.
is questionable. No, okay, so why the reason why he grabbed Sarama is because he had Abominable already engraved, so he couldn't like carve a pop a bomb, chamber, summon a bomb. But I think he forgot about Yama. He has an Abominable engraved. Uh, the
Oh,
moment
that's
he
true.
escaped popped, he should have revived a bomb with Yama, and a bomb popped the Griffon, and then you're on zero cards.
Oh,
He,
that's true. He forgot.
yeah,
The
he
dog forgot
forgot.
about the dog in the graveyard.
Yeah, he should have won this game.
But yeah, I get back Stardust Synchron and Synchron 1 Trail 2. So we get back the Stardust Trail, Search Illumination, and he still doesn't pop. I think he just forgot straight up. And
Now he can't Yama. It has to be
yeah, true.
when his monster is destroyed. Yeah.
Yeah, true, true, true. And here you I revived that, of course, and this is the last chance he's got for dropping the Ash because otherwise I just make an affected speeder and your Ash stays in your hand until the end of the game. But he Ashes here, which at this point, yeah, of course you have to, and I can just increase the level of Access Synchro Stardust make it level 9, go for Despair. Despair summon back Stardust. And now I know everything but these talents. Everything else is known. And I can just go to Speeder and pray. He doesn't have a Veiler, and I think now he can just coop. This
Yeah, this
illusion,
gets out of control.
yeah, this illusion makes things easier, but even if I didn't top deck illusion, like I can just set up Calamity. So I bounce that, grab this second illusion just for bad mannering, and it's game. So game number 2, he goes first again, and look at that. Look at that opener. Escape, Typhoon, MST, Judgment, Serama Pass.
This
And
guy just sighed in MST because he saw the Faithful. That's probably what happened.
yeah, I don't know about citing MST at all. Like, sure, you can MST your own stuff, but isn't that just
Now,
bad?
I feel like it's bad, first of all, because Horrendous in the mirror.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, Cosmic just insta wins the mirror. And like the one of back row removal is not as valuable. I'd rather have it be either a Cosmic. Yeah, actually, just a Cosmic. That's what it would be.
yeah, I don't see any reason to play that. I mean, but anyway, I have two hand traps that I cannot use, and my thrust and book are dead, so I have to play with Fenrir. And I think he does let it go through. I search, and this game we go into a bit of a grind. I go for Omega. Oh no, never mind. I don't go for Omega. I go for Access Synchro Stardust, Revive Jet, and I think I wanted to make Thrust Live to search.
Yeah, that's fair. Because you have an Ash, there's nothing to fear.
Yeah, I won't Ash in the damage step, of course, but I let him float, and then after he floats, I can just thrust, grab the right, and I can actually play. Otherwise, like I
Yeah,
can't really do much. We're top decking, and his deck is better than mine at top decking.
yeah, that's true.
So he floats into Sharvara. What would you float into here? Rakia?
This is kinda very questionable. Yeah, it's always Rakia. What the hell? Yeah, you float into Rakia here, and then you have the Rakia escape, or even just escape pop Rakia, pop one of the others, and
Yeah,
then
because
you
this
summon a
doesn't
bomb.
float.
So you have two pops. Yeah, this doesn't float. So Rakia or even Aruha will give you
Yeah, even
two
Arua,
pops.
because you then Arua floats into Rakia.
Exactly.
Or even a bomb, because we saw he's playing it. Can you float into a bomb and
Yeah.
then pop?
Um, that's that's kinda worse. It plays better around Ash, but the reason why you wouldn't go a bomb is because you have escape. So it's escape pop either Aruha or Rakia and one of your guys, and then Aruha and Rakia can summon a bomb.
Yeah, yeah, I was wondering that. You summon a middle guy and then a bomb in the second float. Okay,
Yeah,
so the Sharvara doesn't make any sense. But
yeah,
right. And here my thrust is live. He doesn't judgment here. And I go right. He doesn't do anything. I let him in defense because I don't want him to pop into my stuff and crash. And I'm planning
yeah.
of
That's something to keep in mind against Unchained. If you're not killing them, always have your stuff in defense. Not them not being able to crash takes a lot out of their board breaking.
yeah, I saw that too. It's really valuable for them to go into battle phase and start crashing.
Yeah.
And if you just put everything in defense and you have the protection of a book too, you should be okay. Like better than having everything in attack at least.
Oh, for sure.
And here I just try to search. There goes the MST. And I'm very surprised here. I didn't show him, but I'm very surprised here. And I go access Synchro Stardust, tag out, and make an affected speeder. And here he strikes me with the judgment. I was like, fuck off, the only outs at this you had. But fine, I still have Stardust that contests the his pops. I don't know how relevant it will be, but at least it's something. And from here I just pass, and he goes escape, pop this and
This
this.
is this is so weird from his end. Like when you activated Axel effect, I would have 100% chained escape. Like escape, pop either the Togen or Jet. No, it's always Togen actually. Yeah. Escape, pop Togen. Sharvara said chamber, and then you have chamber said chamber summon Rakia next turn
I
for
think
full
it's you pop
for full
Jet
combo.
because he doesn't know if I'm playing Shanshan or something.
That's fair, but don't you have your Jet discard live?
Yes, but at that point you judgment the speeder.
Yeah, true. He did have the judgment. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, so Gabe Pop Jet and Sharvara. Sharvara said Chamber on his turn could now summon Sarama.
Yeah. But he tops deck the
Yeah, this is
chamber and decides to pop my set, which does nothing. I mean, I don't know if it was correct to start. I think, yeah, it is correct to start as negate this because it's face up and it doesn't float.
the only argument is talents because he specifically went into main to activate it.
Well,
So you
could be.
could that somehow that kind of telegraphs talents, but you do have the ash for it, so you don't really care that much.
So I negate it and he goes talents to draw, I think, and I drop the ash.
Yeah, yeah.
He goes battle, I take it. And here I was like, do I revive Stardust or not? Because
I think you do.
because I don't know if my Stardust is more threatening than a Fenrir. And if I revive Stardust, my Fenrir will be stuck in my hand unless I want to tribute someone over it. And if I want to tribute someone over it, where's the point in going for Stardust?
It's just that Stardust being alive negate against the deck is funny, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's
Like
true. But they
it's
float
it's
anyway,
it
so
yeah, it keeps floating and it's a recurring negate. In this game state specifically, I think it has some value, like an argument to revive. Yeah,
so I did revive and I top deck
that's
Jet, which does nothing unless I play Converter, but I'm not. Um, yeah. So here I just put him to defense. Don't let him get the other pop, and let him cook. So he revives
yeah.
Rama.
No reason to give him free resources. Okay, so he did the play he should have done last turn. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So and he tops the Rhino Warrior. I don't think that changes anything. And here I don't want him to get back the chamber, so I just negate Rama. Because I don't know what else I would have negated.
No, I guess that's fair, but I was thinking like he gets back chamber and then he has to pop chamber. Chamber summon what? I guess no, it's the same thing.
The blue
Like,
dog?
yeah, if it's blue dog, you're screwed. If it's anything else, you're fine. So yeah, negating Sarama here is fine.
Okay, so I negate that, and he floats anyway. He floats into the blue dog.
Okay, this is another misplay.
I think he wanted to get rid of my set.
It's still a misplay in my opinion. If you no, like, there's no reason to do that. If she wanted to get rid of your set, she could have gone a bomb discard Rhino Warrior, pop the set, then Rhino Warrior sends Shayama.
Oh, Shayam. Okay, okay, okay,
No, no,
okay.
no, no.
And then Shayama
Shayama of
pop, and then
Rhino
you
Warrior.
get it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
No, and
That's
then you Sharvara set, Yama add, and then you go off.
okay, okay. And here I was like, I will set it just. Wait, why did he not pop? Yeah, yeah. What is he doing?
Wait, did he not pop off Shayama? Yeah,
Yeah, I
he's
just told
trolling.
him like, what are you doing, man? And then Shavara floats into chamber, of course, and normal Rhino battle. And I draw Revolution. So again, I was thinking into revive Staras or not. I said fuck it, I just want, and I wanna banish the Rhino Warrior and get rid of Shayama, and then I have Nib for his follow-up.
Yeah, I agree with this.
So we normal summon Revolution, go to battle, Fenrir, banish Rhino Warrior, beat over Shayama, try to attack directly, he changes chamber, and then we can just go to main 2, make Baron, Baron pops to Rama, and negates the Rama, so next turn we float into Fenrir and we win. And his top deck is another chamber, and he has Blue Dog. Can you pop the chamber?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
It's
one
sets
face.
and things. Yeah, yeah.
And I go Fenrir, banish this face down, and it's supposed to go to the bottom of the deck, right?
Yes, because it's summoned
Yeah,
of its effect, it goes
looking
to
back,
bottom.
that was like, I didn't catch it live, but I don't know. And he goes
I mean,
for a bomb.
it's worse for him than it is for you.
Yeah,
That it goes to punish face down.
and here I still don't top deck a fucking riot. Are you kidding me? I just said when I'm past, he draws Ash. I drew Griffin. I was like, let's just go for an Omega and pray to
Omega
hit
control,
Enchantress.
baby.
I tried to gamble and it didn't. He didn't ash my Revolution, which is interesting, but I guess he would have ashed my. No, never mind. If I just Omega reap the ash and I get Faithful, he just loses. So he had to ash it here. Anyway, he gambled as well.
He, he tried to live a risky life.
Yeah, he draws Sharvara, which he doesn't use this turn. I drew Overtake after drawing Double Jet. I was like, sure, we get back Omega and the the Ash. I just hit again and try to hit the engine, which I do because I'm skilled.
Okay, letting Omega resolve there is very questionable.
Yeah, I think you
Because
always change Sharvara.
you change server and a bomb has an effect to return in end phase. You have guaranteed engine next turn.
Yeah, and it's game, right? It's 2k, 5k
Yeah,
ammo.
it's game as well. Yeah.
That is got Rakia. It's not game for 100, so I still have a chance. And I draw another overtake, like, what are these top decks? What is Nibiru still doing in my hand?
Yeah.
So here I just try to survive, because otherwise I just lose. I just try to rape Sharvara.
Again, not training server.
No, he went Chainlink on Sharvara and me Chainlink to Omega.
Oh, okay.
And here is just game.
That is also weird. But yeah, that's game.
And now we have finally a chance to go first. And so here I go Duskwalker, discard Enchantress, so that when he sees Enchantress, he doesn't want to ash the Duskwalker, and I can then normal summon Enchantress, make Herald, and then safely use Enchantress. So I'm sure I get the Duskwalker and the Enchantress going. I go for that, and he ashes here, and if I negate this, I know I will have speeder guaranteed, and I have a griffin line, so I think I negate this. And the only thing I'm scared of is draw here, but he doesn't have it, and so I assume he doesn't have draw. Um, Grab the griffin, discard Stardust because it's not useful. Grab Drakobek, which I started it in. I mean, it's not super useful in this game set because I have full combo. I tried to bait him into, I don't know, use an Imperm here, thinking that it does he does proc the Griffin, so I play around the third hand trap, but it doesn't have any, so I just draw two, draw Jet and Stardust, which is annoying. Like I wanted the other Stardust in deck. I'm only playing two for Excel Synchron because I already have Illumination access, so there's no point in summoning Stardust here. But then again, it's fine. Like from here on, I just have Speeder. He tries to use Ash twice in his turn. Like it's always.
Lamau.
He scoops. I was going for a Calamity line, and the thing is to go for Calamity because I want to play around his board breakers, and after he uses Ash on my what was on Enchantress, I don't fear anything. Like I just have Calamity and Omega Rip 2. Even if he tries to imper my Calamity, I'm fine. I let it resolve and keep the negation for everything else. And so I think there was no point to play here.
Yeah, I love the justification on the double ash.
Negate the activation. Yeah, sure.
Yep.
So that's about it. Other thing we could talk about this matchup, like how impactful actually Calamity is. Because sometimes I've played against Unchained and Calamity didn't do anything because they drew full engine, but the point should be to play around the board breakers.
Uh, I feel like Calamity is good against Unchained for sure, just because your the rest of your board will usually be enough for the Calamity locked engine. And yeah, as you said, playing a lot around board breakers, playing around the extra cards is always uh good.
Yeah, the
That's
non-engine is
that,
very scary.
yeah, that's a huge bonus in the Calamity line. Like they could have double books, triple books, or something like that if they're on at least like packs, which is on almost exclusively board breakers.
They always play Thrust. They for sure play Talents, and those are cards that I don't want to deal with.
Yeah, and Calamity just blanket removing those out of the equation, removing a bomb popping out of the equation.
Yeah,
Like it
even
leaves him
Yama.
with very little. Yeah, it leaves him with very little stuff.
Are there any other decent interruptions to set up if you're not going for Calamity? I think like a full negates board doesn't do as much.
Yeah, the full naked board can fold to like multiple crashing effects and stuff like that. If the negates are not enough, obviously.
Yeah,
Hand ripping is good though. Like if you're on either a 105 build or even a 103 build, ripping three out of their hand and leaving them with three cards means they'll have a very hard time pushing through those last two negates. Like the last three cards have to be precisely good engine to push through.
is there a reason to keep the Trishula Reap for his turn?
Um,
Like
yeah,
to get
yeah.
something off? Yeah,
There's a valid reason, especially since Unchained can start with setting a card and then trying to pop it, chaining Trish to that, or like even if they set a card and then you Trish, that can get the that last value that you need.
Because you Crimson use effect. No, you have to do it on set.
Yeah, you have to do it on set,
Yeah,
otherwise,
you lose the
yeah,
time.
you,
Yeah.
you can't summon Trish in time.
Yeah. It would have been in another chain. I think even setting up Moonlight Rose Dragon in his turn is kind of strong.
Moonlight is funny. Like if they start with set one Sharvara, if you bounce Sharvara, that cuts off a lot of stuff.
They would need what would they need there to another set?
Now they would need either another set or another name because they can set summon, but still, like you you make them unable to chain block the Yama,
Yeah.
so you can freely negate Yama.
Yeah. I think Baron plus Moonlight Rose Dragon setup could be enough.
Yeah, that could be an option.
Yeah, I think we covered it all. Like, what else we can say? Side deck Lord of the Heavenly Prison and laugh at your opponent. Anyway, thank you for being here. I think
Pleasure, pleasure being here.
this was an super stacked of information. Like, this content shouldn't even be free, like, but we're doing it for you guys. So hopefully this was interesting, and hopefully you learned a lot, and you will almost never lose to Unchained from here on. And with that being said, signing off. Bye. See you on the next one.
See ya, guys.